don't stand by my grave and weep. I am not there, I did not sleep. Dear friends, thank you for the immense love you have showed me as health began to fail me. I have lost hope in humanity at a very young age. However, the loving bond created with a special tribe of people in my last few days has been overwhelming. I am grateful.
Noor Jehan is not the end of the story. It's the start of the story. She gave more love than she got. If we don't have an animal rights movement sweep through the country right now, then we never will. And we will have fatally let her down again.
We are here at Noor Jehan's memorial. I would just like to say that it was a beautiful ceremony, but we now need to come to terms with the criminal negligence and the terrible treatment of animals in this country. And I personally believe that these people running the zoos, the directors in charge of the zoos, need to be brought into accountability. They need to be made examples of, so that this treatment and this cruelty and this negligence does not happen again.
I think that Noor Jehan, in her tragic life and death, created a lot of firsts in Pakistan. The first memorial for an animal, the first animal for whom there has been an outpouring of grief and support worldwide, nationwide, citywide. And I think that in that, Noor Jehan may have actually triggered more change in the conditions for animals than a million activists could have.
Noor Jehan should not have died. Noor Jehan should not have died. No animal should die out of cruelty. And born free, born wild, and died in Karachi Zoo. What a life for that animal. And this is not the first. And just recently, we've even had the tabby tiger die. And we've had a lot of animals die in Karachi Zoo. This should not happen. It is cruelty, it's greed, it's criminal.
There's always been this dismissal that why do you worry about animals when there's so many people who need help? And my reaction is that helping animals doesn't stop you from helping people as well. So we need to open our hearts to saying we love everyone, animals and people and children and everyone else. And to raise your voice for animals, in a way, apart from the emotional, we create a society that has more empathy. When you create a society that is insensitive and callous to the suffering of another being, then we are creating a society that has no feelings for anyone. And I think that is possibly what has happened in Pakistan, that we have become so cynical and so hateful that we don't stop to look at the beauty that surrounds us and the fact that animals, whether they're stray dogs, cats, birds, elephants, tigers in the zoo, every living creature has natural rights.
The same way as we have feelings, we feel the cold and the heat or a mosquito bite, an animal feels the same. And each animal is a living being. We have been sent on earth, khidmat-e-khalq, इंसान की खिदमत करने नहीं, मखलूक की खिदमत करने के लिए सबका ख्याल रखने की ज़रूरत है.
You know, this is Pakistan. A lot of things happen which is bad, but there are good people. There are a lot of good people. The crane operator sitting by her side every night. There was a time he was holding her trunk in her hand and she fell off to sleep and she started snoring. How beautiful is that? So many stories that I could tell about her. There was this time I was feeding her fruit and Madhubala came and started taking fruit out from her basket. And I shouted at Madhubala and I said, Madhubala, how can you do something like that? Get to one side. And do you know what the next thing Noor Jehan did was? She picked up fruit and she put it in Madhubala's mouth. I mean, wow, these are intelligent animals and they have inspired us so much. But we have to be brave enough, take a stand. It's not just about Noor Jehan, it's about each and every animal in captivity that we have been exploiting. This stops today. Thank you.